Hi, everyone. I wanted to talk with you today about the joy that comes when you follow the yeses. um, ah, it's so interesting when you look back at how you behaved before, and you can see so clearly how out of alignment it was based on how you feel. And for me, I was so stuck on focusing on the areas that were not working. And it was like I was missing the ease. I was missing what was right in front of me, which is where I live here in Maryland. And as soon as I decided to, as my coach says, bloom where you're planted, it's like there are no no's here. Everybody that I meet with is saying yes. And I've been feeling this draw to really root down in my community. I just bought this new home and I'm in back to where I started, came back to the same community where I feel is home. And I started reaching out to the community and offering my in-person Reiki sessions, my in-person intuition workshops, my in-person intuitive readings, things that are fun for me to do that I love doing with people. And I haven't gotten any no's. Everybody is saying yes. And when we focus on what's not working and why this door isn't opening, and we punish ourselves as to why it's not working, I must not be doing this well enough, I must not be working hard enough, we're perpetuating the feeling and the experience of things not working. But when we allow ourselves to walk towards what is working with such an open heart and so much gratitude, there's no better feeling in the world. And when you can feel the feeling of gratitude for the smallest things and really appreciate others for their acts that they do for you, any little act, anything at all that shows that someone cares about you, that they see you, that they value you, acknowledge that. Because something little to them could be something really big for you. And when people are validated, when people are appreciated, it feels so good. And it also calls more of that towards you too. And that's not why we do it. But as you validate, as you see, as you appreciate others, the law of attraction says that they can't not be reciprocated. And when you really tune into your own energy, your own presence, your own value, your time, your presence, your energy, when you really tune into that, those that aren't a match will fall away. And rather than thinking something's wrong because those connections have fallen away, it's really an indication as to you vibrating out, you moving forward toward where your soul wants to go now. Another revelation I had recently was the phrase when people say, your heart's not in it. And what I was hearing intuitively was, if your soul has already gone somewhere else, like my soul is in person, my soul is on stage, my soul is traveling. If your soul has already gone somewhere else and your heart has already gone in that direction, where your heart and soul no longer are, others will feel that shift and will not want to be there either. So rather than thinking something's wrong, it's just an indication to take time to tune in and to ask your heart and soul, where have we gone? Where are we? Where do we want to go? Because wherever you want to go is where your soul goes first. Your soul is already living there. It's kind of like your higher self is already living that trajectory. And as you hold your body, your mind in a place where your soul is not any longer, you're going to feel that disconnect. You're going to feel the pain. The pain comes from the disconnection between the mind, the body, the heart, and the soul. And I think of heart and soul synonymously. Actually, I think of heart as the physical form of the soul, but the soul is much bigger. The soul is limitless. The soul has already, I'm trying to explain it in a way that I've been getting it. It's literally like you're not there anymore. Like, you physically might be somewhere, like your body is your house, so your body might physically be somewhere, but your soul has already gone somewhere else. And if that's true, then you need to go there or you will be in pain. And the alignment is the feeling of being completely body, mind, soul, completely aligned in this moment, in this present time, space, reality, but like here, like all integrated together. The joy comes from the integration. So as you are integrated and feel in your body, that's what it means to feel in your body, like your heart and your soul, you can acknowledge and feel it within your house, which is your body. That's when you feel joy. And, you know, it really is noticing where your mind goes, where your thoughts take you. I've noticed that before I interact with others, my mind can be very self-punishing, can be very much like running that old story again and again. People just want to take from me. People betray me, whatever those things that have happened in the past, my mind will spin in those things. Be careful who you trust. Somebody could burn you again. Those things, I hear them in my mind. As I progress throughout my day and as I interact with others, they're gone. And I've noticed for me that when I am with other people, I am most in service. When I am in person, in that physical space with another person, I'm most in service because I am there, and it's easier for me to focus and be present when I am in person, as opposed to when it's just me. Sometimes my mind will spin. But all of this to say, notice what is working. Notice where you are getting the yeses. Go that way. Go that way. Go where you're getting the yeses. Follow that thread. Follow that lead. Follow that. And it's really about one person leads to one person, leads to one person, leads to one person. And it's kind of like going back to, you know, and speaking about business, when we didn't have the internet, we didn't have all this technology that constantly makes you accessible, and people inundate you with requests and emails and Facebook messages, and all of that can feel very, like, you can drown in that energy and feel very overwhelmed, especially if you're an empath like me. But when you're able to quiet all of that and take a break from that and to go back to the way it used to be, and that wherever I am, I'm all there, I'm fully present, and one thing leads to one thing. And you don't need to see all the steps. You just need to know in this moment, where am I being guided? And we get the answers when we're quiet, when we go within ourselves. I've also realized that my role as teacher has shifted, in that I know I used to be a rescuer. I used to be one who wanted people to feel good, wanted people to heal their past traumas, wanted people to change their lives for the better. And I wanted a piece of that. I wanted part of that. And now I'm shifting to teaching others that we all have the power to heal ourselves. And if somebody approaches you saying that they can heal you, or that they have the answer for you, be skeptical, because nobody but you knows the next best step. And what I am being told now is my role is to teach others how to tap more into their own intuition, into their own higher knowing, and into their own healing powers within themselves. And that is what I am to teach, to empower others to know that we are all capable of healing our own bodies, our own experiences, where we are the only ones that can do it. And when another has a different technique or a different skill, that's different, to teach a different skill. But if you're going to someone to heal you, to fix you, that's a dangerous space to be in, because then you give your power to that person, that program, that whatever, where the power has always lived within you. And another thing that I've been getting is with healing, that people and the spiritual community tend to can think that it needs to be ugly, it needs to be really like painful, and that's just simply not true. We have the power to heal through dance, through music, through going for a walk outside, from petting your dog, your cat, from engaging in intimacy with another, hugging, touch. There's so many ways to heal that it doesn't need to be painful. So if you've been putting off the healing process for thinking that it's going to be really painful, it's going to be dark, then you're doing yourself a disservice, because it doesn't need to be that. It can be that if you choose it to be, but that is not the only way to heal. So it's really about tuning into the intuition and asking what's best for me. Whether that is working with someone specifically to help teach you a skill or a craft, or if it's to tap into yourself, to be quiet, to take a bath, to go outside. Ask yourself, what's the next best thing for me to do? And trust yourself. Your intuition will never steer you wrong. It will guide you towards things that will grow you. So things that will challenge you, absolutely. That will take you out of your comfort zone, absolutely. But you will always see why you went down that path. You will always see why you chose that partner, why you chose that career, why you chose to say what you did. Whatever it is, you will see later why you were guided to do that. None of it is wrong. None of it is off path. So that is what I'm guided to teach now through intuition development. And I do have a workshop on this coming Friday, January 13th, and it is virtual. It's at 12 p.m. Eastern. And I will put a link below if you feel called to work with me, and if you feel called to develop your own skills in a stronger way, and to tap more into your own inner knowing, and to stop asking everybody else what to do, asking everybody else for permission, following everybody else's strategies and think it's going to somehow magically work for you because it worked for them. It's time to stop doing that and to release yourself from thinking there's only one way. There's not. There's many, 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 many ways to accomplish what you came here to accomplish in this lifetime. And that's what I want to help people to do. So if that interests you, I will put a link below for my intuition development workshop. I am going to be doing them in person in Maryland. I'm super excited to share more details about that soon. I just met with a studio owner in Frederick, Maryland, where I live, and it's a great fit. So I will be releasing details for that soon to start in February. But for now, I do have it virtual. If you are interested, the link will be below. And ask yourself, like, what's the next best step for me? And do your best to eliminate all other distractions and to follow just that. If people were watching live, I don't know, because I can't see. I don't have a chat. But I will check later. If you have a question about what I just shared, or you have a comment, please put it in the comments below. If you feel like someone that you know could benefit from this video, please share and like, subscribe. I'll do my best to stay consistent with YouTube, but I am so much enjoying being in person and being in my community here in Maryland that has my priority right now. That has my attention. That has my joy. So I follow my joy, and that's where I am. But as I receive downloads and insights and feel called to do readings, I will do that here. But for now, I felt like this is what wanted to be shared. So thank you for being here, and I hope you have a great rest of your week.